Bienvenidos a todos los miembros de LATISM Central Florida. I'm so happy that you're finally getting together, and this is exactly what LATISM is all about. So Laurita asked me to tell you a little bit about how LATISM started, and it was super simple. It started with a tweet. Of course. I was building an app for a bank that takes pride in serving the Latino community. So the English app was a total success. They had about 19,000 downloads within the first week, but then the Spanish app was a total flaw. They had less than 100 downloads within the first week. So they asked me, please help me, put us in touch with the Latino community, and blah, blah, blah. So I said, well, just do the same thing you did with the English group. Connect with the bloggers, get the influential voices out there, and let them know about the app. So they said something stupid like, there are no Latino bloggers. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? Of course there are. There are tons of them. I mean, I was already pretty active on Twitter by then. So I just asked, I sent a tweet. It was a simple tweet. Hey, any Latinos out there, any Latino bloggers, we're looking for you for a project. And all of a sudden, all these people started coming up. It was amazing. I'm a Latina blogger, and I blog about parenting. I'm a Latino blogger, and I blog about technology. And I'm a Latino blogger, and I blog about health, and blah, blah, blah. All these people started coming, almost just like from under the rocks. It was really amazing and fun to watch. That single tweet got over 300 replies. It was really interesting. So then, the conversation just started, and that's when everyone complained about Latinos in social media being too long and also not knowing each other. So that's when I came up with the LATISM hashtag, which is really tiny, weird, but tiny, and it gives you enough real estate for the Twitter 140 characters. So that's how it started. The conversation just started going. Then we had our first conference, only 2 months later, so really crazy. And it was a tiny conference at Columbia University, less than 100 people for sure. And it was actually there when we all brainstormed together and we said, what do we want this to be? What is this LATISM? What do we have in our hands? What do we do with this huge movement? So that's when we all thought about it and decided, we need to empower our Latino community in mainly 4 areas. So education, health, technology, and business. And these 4 through the use of technology innovation and social media. Let's face it, technology innovation and social media are now the driving forces of today's economy. So Latinos not only need to get involved, but we must lead the way. And lead the way in those 4 areas that are hurting us the most. Look at the situation in those 4 areas in the Latino community. Unemployment is hitting the roof. The health issues affecting mainly the Latino community, obesity, type 2 diabetes, spina bifida, people are dying faster because they find the disease way too late when there's nothing they can do. Look at the education scandal. Our kids are not graduating, and those who graduate are dropping out of college within the first year. Very few are getting into STEM, therefore they're not getting jobs with huge education loans. We have to change that. Look at the issue with the tech innovators. Less than 1% of VC funding is going to Latino tech startups. How can we join this innovation train if we are being left behind in that sense? So no fancy ad is going to tell our story better than you and me. We have to become protagonistas de nuestra historia because only we can say it with the level of authenticity that people out there need to go hear in order for some real change to happen. And all this, cyber engagement is nothing but a big blah, 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 unless we turn it into real concrete actions. policies, votes, businesses, deals, sales. I mean, stuff that we can touch and we can all benefit from and see that power of unidad. That's the main idea. That's what LATISM is about. And none of this, trust me, nada de nada would have happened if some leaders like Laurita and Alberto and all the other leaders in the LATISM community wouldn't have said presente. So the one thing I will beg you today is to please, 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 please help Laurita and help Alberto lead the LATISM community in Central Florida. Join the movement today, and bring that innovation, that leadership, that creativity that only you can bring because you're unique. And that voice is only yours. That innovation is only yours. I can't wait to meet you at LATISM 12 in Houston. Y en un besote grandote, que los quiero muchísimo.